Joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. What a great front court matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And here's Booker. Three-pointer. Williams grabs the board. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just as lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. Back over to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, he is a very mobile 6'9" wing, and Johnson is showing you he's a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
Outside Booker. Pass to Ware. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Anderson with a screen to the middle. The rebound by Atlanta.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Booker shakes him, and that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession, and just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Ware. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Anderson. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
The Hawks lead by 3. Outside Maxey. Driving inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And that is Tyrese Maxey at his best, using that elite speed to find a way to get to the rim.
Now here's Green. Pass to Anderson. Drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Left side Maxey. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Up top, Johnson. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Just 2 to shoot. Long range from the inbound. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Outside for Green. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Hawks leading. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Toronto substitution. Number 21, John Moran.
Now here's Booker. No points yet. The 3 is up. And again, no good by Toronto.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team. Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
A minute 39 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Anderson. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Anderson's got 6 points.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Suggs with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it. 58 seconds left in the first quarter here. Ware brings a double. Over to the left wing. Goes back up. And he gets the jumper to drop. Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Booker. Back to Morant. Missed inside. Right side Maxey. Lets the 3 fly. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Ware. It's Booker on the wing. They get it back. Anderson gets the bucket. Give him 8.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Maxey. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Atlanta shooting their first free throw this game. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back to the game after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist numbers.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you guys.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie, thanks for the report. 16 feet out. 5 on the clock. Here's Jacobson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jacobson's gotten his first bucket of the night.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Now here's Green. Dort outside. McDaniels from long range.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. It's George on the wing. And Atlanta misses again. Raptors trail by 8. Pass to McDaniels. And it's off from three-point range.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
On the take. Outside Grimes. And here's George. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And here's Green from the arc. And again, no good by Toronto. The Hawks lead by 8. Pass to Jacobson. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Right side McDaniels. Toronto passing it around. Outside, Green. Terrific work from Green inside.
This is where Green is most effective. He's got a great feel for scoring inside.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's Atlanta now. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Pass to Williams. McDaniels with a steal. Outside, Anderson. It's stolen by Maxey. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Maxey. Pass to Suggs. From deep. Anderson pulls it down. Raptors trail by 6. Outside for Moran. Outside Booker. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Mark Williams. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Yeah, and watching Booker, I'm just reminded of the nights when he's gone crazy. Sometimes he switches into another gear, and there's just no way to stop him. You never know when that's about to happen.
How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
Well, he's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move. Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
To the inside. And stolen by Suggs. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Now here's Moran. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. There's 1:34 left in the second period. Down low. McDaniels with a steal. To the paint. And it's Morant missing.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Outside Johnson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 11.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
From deep three-point land, Anderson can't get it to go.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Down low. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
A little exclamation point. Anderson gets the bucket.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Maxey. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
17 seconds left in the second period. It's Booker on the wing. Has to Ware. Now McDaniels. Covered by Johnson. 3 seconds left. And finished off by Anderson.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And that concludes the first half. Atlanta on top, up 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And so here is Toronto, trailing by 8. Pass to Booker. Inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Mark Williams. There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big 3, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
And he makes the first. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Williams with the screen. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
And that's now his 4th turnover. He's just been too careless with the basketball.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys?
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. Anderson with space. A good-looking shot from the wing. Anderson's got 15.
And that's the point guard in Booker you see right there on that beautiful pass.
Here's Maxey. Drops in the layup for 2. Maxey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Booker. It's Anderson on the wing. Clock at 6. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one's off. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
Yeah, he was overthinking that. He's usually automatic from the line.
Raptors trail by 7. Outside for Booker. Outside, Green. Back to Booker. Over Maxey. Booker can't get it to go.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Anderson with it. He's got 15. Williams grabs the board.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Outside, Anderson sinks it. What range from downtown. Anderson's got 18 points in the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Back to Maxey. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, it's so tough to guard Maxey without fouling him. He is just so clever at drawing fouls.
Both teams will make substitutions. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Booker. Look at Booker elevate.
But he used the screen that time to go find the look he wanted.
Got it. Good job in the low post. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Pass to Watford. It's stolen by Johnson. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. They double him with Booker. Here's Rollins to the middle. Here's Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Khalil Ware. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
And the mid-range shot has been there for them over and over. They continue to capitalize on it. Let's see if they keep going back to it.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Just 4 to shoot. Off target from outside.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Pass to Rollins. .119 left to play in the third. And it's Brooks missing. Raptors trail by 8. To the inside. Watford. Oh, Williams with the block. Going inside. Anderson pulls it down. Pass to Green. The 3. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. The Hawks lead by 5. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Here's Rollins. An easy 2 on the layup.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Pass to Green. Back to Morant. Can't get it to fall. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Rollins. Hartenstein a screen. Rollins no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks ahead. They lead by 7. And we're coming right back. Be sure to Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Suggs. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Outside McDaniels. Launches the three. The rebound by Atlanta.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
The three from Suggs. Dort grabs the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Back to Morant. For three, Booker. Oh, yeah, Booker dialing long distance.
His first three of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. That shot off. Pass to Dort. And the Raptors, another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's three in a row.
Right side, Maxey. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, he's such a threat to shoot it off pick and roll. You expect Maxey to light it up for himself. So that's a very smart play to give it up and read the defense.
Here's Morant. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got four teammates on the floor. That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Tipped. On the break. From behind the arc. He drops it from range. And now a 12-point Hawks lead. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Are you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Down low. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Yeah, smart play there by Maxey. Opening things up for someone with the pick and roll.
And he slams it down.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. For three. Not that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And Booker has put a lot of work into that. He has developed a lethal pull-up shot.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. It's deflected. A minute 15 left in the game. And here's Anderson. Jams it home.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Now Maxey. Jalen Johnson. Up again. Ooh, it misses. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up to the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 5.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Toronto making a switch here. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Rollins. Here's the pass to Williams. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. And it's,
man! Look out below.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that. Finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Morant. Now Green. Now McDaniels. It's stolen by Johnson. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Oh, stolen by Morant. And a fast break now for the Raptors. And it's Morant. So quick.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the ball.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called a TO. All right, thoughts on what Coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Now here's Anderson. Outside Booker. Both hands there for a little extra.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Left side, Green. Fires the 3. The triple drop.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Count it.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The Hawks leading. Here's Rollins. 6 to shoot. Here's Hartenstein. Nice! That one's good.
Yeah, and I'm not sure contact is really the way to slow Hartenstein down inside. He actually invites it. Well, it's a miracle that pass wasn't picked off. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
Here's Booker. It's Anderson on the wing. The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Toronto, Anderson.
So he gets them both.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in this situation. Not easy to convert those free throws.
And we played just over a minute here in overtime. Now Johnson. McDaniels with a steal. Here's Booker to take the lead. Booker fires and hits from the corner.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through with a clutch.
Oh, he misses the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he uses...
Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way. That is a great find. Hartenstein with a very high basketball IQ. Well, he is showing you that rebounding isn't all about size. You need will and effort.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
He launches. Ooh, it misses.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Tipped. Stolen by Anderson. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way. And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. 2-point game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Off on the layup.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
Can't hit it. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
The whole arena knows they need a three to force another overtime.
No one near him. It's good. So a close game sees Toronto